the oldest stories ever told are written in the stars. Stories of time before man and gods, when Titans ruled the earth. The Titans were powerful, but their reign was ended by their own sons, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Zeus convinced his brother Hades to create a beast so strong it could defeat their parents. And from his own flesh, Hades gave birth to an unspeakable horror, the Kraken.
They're just trying to kill us. I'm not getting on it.
This is Film Sack. Oh, sure.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Film Sack. This is Film Sack, episode 693, continually mining the very depths of film entertainment for all mankind. I am Scott Johnson, joined today by Brian. Zeus is still pissed at him for dumping that huge statue of him in the fish water Dunaway.
Well, you shouldn't have stepped on my foot. Oh, hi.
Hi.
This week on Film Sack, we tell Zeus and the other little G's in the sky to go suck it. Then we push his giant stone likeness into the sea minus his sandaled feet and very nearly kill a family on a boat like some kind of monolithic, mythological Boston Tea Party gone wrong. But worry not, for Underworld dweller and minor lung halitosis sufferer Hades will come back and take care of them with a remake of Clash of the Titans that nobody asked for but thought everything including the clockwork owl and 3D glasses were cool, as was the style at the time. Complete with fecal matter smear and pink eye for your viewing displeasure. Crap on this movie, not on the glasses. Anywho, the oldest stories ever told are written in the stars. You know, the ones where you live on a houseboat and you sleep in a totally normal single bed whole family pile on the houseboat. You catch and eat fish on the houseboat to eat all the fish in the sea, feeding your growing demigod of a son you rescued as a baby. Then one day, a giant symbol of the boy's real father falls on your houseboat, and you dead. Call back. Man, is this what we used to do before the internet? Look at the stars and connect the dots? Ah, simpler time. Randy, there's a God in you. Be sure to bring it. End of lesson.
Nicely done. Call back. Well done. Also with us today, Randy, you best decide which chicken horse you want. We got lots of white ones, but this black one is a killer, Jordan.
Aloha, Scott, Brian, thanks for coming to this preparation for our journey. We've got a whole host of warriors here, although none of them know which jugular to strike in a Hydra. They're so stupid. Everyone knows you're not even going to find the Hydra because he still doesn't still live below 7th Avenue with the princess dipped in lace. I can tell by the look in your eye you've never seen the man with nothing to say, so I'll send you on your way and guarantee your success, as long as you follow my 3 ancient rules. Number 1, don't knock down statues of immortal gods. It upsets them. It gets their god panties in a bunch. Number 2, if you're Perseus, hanging out with Io and Draco, and you're brought before Cepheus and Cassiopeia, who introduce you to Andromeda just before Hades shows up, maybe take some notes so you can remember who's who. Number 3, don't look directly in Medusa's eyes, but know this, her freaky eye power doesn't work if it's reflected. So always carry a mirror with you so you can make love to her with your eyes all you want. It drives her crazy, like no one else, and I can't help myself.
No, you cannot. All right, with us finally, we have Brian. This Uber looks like a giant bug ibit.
It does. We're going to have to talk about that Medusa thing later. All right, so it just dawned on me, by the way, the song you're going to hear, it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm not really. And I just thought of, I don't know why I didn't think of it sooner, but all the single Hades.
Oh, shit.
Damn it. Will you guys give me about an hour? Can we record in an hour? I can really quickly knock something out.
It's good.
It's funny because I thought like the first song I thought of doing was Beastie Boys' "Hey Ladies" with "Hey Hades."
That'd be good.
That's good too. Yeah.
So I was like, I was telling Tina that, and we're listening to it in the car. I'm like, you're never going to keep up with all these lyrics. You're never going to be able to write enough lyrics for this thing. Like, shoot.
Yeah.
Plus, you can't do I can't do that voice for a long period of time.
Sure.
It's really tough.
Now following this disclaimer.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Enjoy the F out of this, folks. No, I'm kidding. This one was a very quick second choice and one that I was really happy with until I thought of Beyonce.
Here we go.
Just now.
Man, the vibrato, dude. Look at you.
Yeah, really working that one on that one.
Yeah, jeez. That was great.
I haven't seen Joan Osborne in forever, so it's nice to hear her again. Thank you.
Yeah. She's still putting out albums. She's still putting out great albums, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
I've seen her in concert twice, not specifically to see her, but it was a show called E-Town that had a bunch of different artists. But I was always blown away by her range and the power of her voice. I mean, that whole album,
good storyteller.
St. Teresa. Yeah, she really is.
Yeah. You know what's impressive about her is that, we talked about this with Simple Minds. There's always like one or two songs that a band or an artist will do sometimes, and they put up a block. It's like, that's their hit. That's where it stopped. Nobody knows anything else. And it's a real bummer because these people are like hugely faceted, have tons of music. Like,
totally.
Yeah.
Hanson, a much better band than Mbop would have you believe. And I'm not even kidding. I know it sounds like I'm joking, but they're really good.
Hey, you got to pay the bills.
Bills. It's true.
You often have to give artists a few years. Like Jonas Brothers all became amazing, and if you stopped with their first work, you're never going to find out.
No, how would you know? You wouldn't know. But I'll tell you this: we do know this. We watched the movie. With Clash of the Titans, which we've done before.
the Clash of the Titans.
The Clash of the Titans. We did that. We did that back in the 80s one. We've already done that one. But this is the 2010 remake that, like Brian Dunaway very nicely said, no one asked for it. But we like it.
Here it is.
Right. You'll find out in a second after Fake Fletcher has his way.
This week on Film Sack, Perseus, a demigod and the son of Zeus, battles the minions of Hades in the Underworld in order to stop them from conquering Olympus and Earth. How will it go? Not well in 3D, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think you're right with Flake Fletcher. That thing is going off.
Unhinged.
Yeah. Sounds a little like you, to be honest, Dunaway. I feel like it's trying to mimic you somehow. Like the weird last.
All over the place.
Can't really explain that. But it is that 2010 remake, which I saw in theaters. Anybody else do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I did not. This is my first viewing.
With the stupid 3D glasses.
Same.
I got nothing coming into this. I didn't
vision.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I basically didn't know it existed until we.
Wow! So your first viewing? Wow!
I never saw the follow up. So
my last,
probably your last. Okay, I actually. So this is weird for me. I expected to really dislike it this time around. I hated it in the theater because the 3D was bad. The conversion cost them like $10 million, and it was poor. It was bad.
There was one scene with the 3D where somebody's hiding behind something, and the part of their exposed face behind it was actually appearing in front of it because the 3D was so bad.
Yeah, it's really effed.
This is a money grab probably because it was not filmed in 3D. No. So there was a post process that you could do. And a movie that has a lot of 3D special effects, you can kind of go back and do that. That's not a big deal.
You can tweak scenes where like if there's an axe or a spear coming at your face, you can kind of work those in. But if you don't film it in 3D, you're right. It looks like garbage. And this was a time where everybody felt like they had to do this.
But they definitely felt like they knew it was going to be 3D because they did a lot of things that were like, okay, this is made like when Nicholas Hoult throws the spear, the scorpions, right? Things like that. But Scott, finish your thought because there was a butt coming and I have that same butt.
All right, here's my butt. I think that enough time has passed. Number one. Number two, I think that this movie is pretty fun. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is great. But I am also going to get off this horse we get on sometimes where we're all fond of the original because we were kids and it was wild and there was a boob and, all this. Well, maybe you're not, but I don't want to speak for everybody. But I have a lot of fondness for old stuff that is definitely shit, right. And this is just a more modern version of that kind of thing. And you know what? It's just as fun. I had a great time. I think the effects actually are kind of rad, and I also think the stuff that was converted for 3D or meant for 3D translates better in 2D as a stylistic choice than it did for the reason they originally did it. And I had more fun with this movie than I thought I was going to. And I felt like a kid again seeing like a Ray Harryhausen movie or a freaking skeletons fighting with swords or something. It was that kind of vibe. So I kind of owe the movie a little tiny bit of a apology for being so hard on it, because I actually liked it this time.
You can't help how you felt about it the first time you saw it. You don't deserve to. You don't have to apologize for how you felt about something beforehand.
Well, all I mean about the beforehand was the 3D. I think the 3D ruined it for me. It was really bad and distracting.
Too.
Yeah.
There was high expectations, I believe. I do remember this hitting the theaters, and I was kind of mad because I knew they were coming up with a lot of these big special effects features and stuff, and I was kind of like, oh, don't ruin Harryhausen, which was such a grounded film. It was late in life for Harryhausen, and it was late in special effects, but it still stood out and was like a masterpiece visually, in my opinion. The story's always been light fare, and it was fun to watch it this week with you guys, especially because we've been doing a rewatch of Game of Thrones and seeing Davos in there and just being a light romp of action as opposed to the very high stakes that are in Game of Thrones was a nice, fun way for me to enjoy this.
Yeah. And we were
that's interesting.
We were on the verge of that, right? Like that was 6 months away or something. Go ahead, Randy. Sorry.
Game of Thrones provides the main reasons why I disliked watching this movie this week.
Right. Because it was done so well.
Right, because Game of Thrones is really... Imagine if Game of Thrones was blighted with Sam Worthington and Liam Neeson from this movie.
Blighted.
Like they are so wrong in this. They're so awful in this movie that it's like I had to keep reminding myself, hey, you're really impressed with Jason Fleming and Mads Mikkelsen. And even Liam Cunningham, like he's fine. It's not like great or bad.
He's comedy relief in this movie.
I had to keep reminding myself, like, hey, dude, Alexa Davalos is kind of awesome. Because I was so like, would they please just get Liam Neeson out of here? He is
Liam Neeson.
He is, he's ruining my experience.
If you have to hate Zeus, he does a good job, because I hated him. I'm like, you piece of poo.
Milk toast Zeus, man.
Yeah,
I love Neeson, but boy, there's nothing King of the Gods about the character he played.
No, he phoned it in, and also, and if you're going to phone it, or if you're going to be in a role like this, have some ham with it. Like, be Ray Fiennes.
Right.
Ray Fiennes shows up and says, "You know what?
Fiennes
This is."
great.
He's like, "This is ridiculous, so I'm going to be ridiculous," and it's great.
I hated his Underworld miner's lung thing he started with. At first, I was like, oh, Jesus, he can do this the whole freaking movie. But by the time it was done, I was like, oh, I get it. I like it. I like it. I see what he did.
I was thinking you're talking about, I love the smoke and crackle effect that when he appears, that sort of thing. But yes, his voice is like, yes, Zeus.
I am told. I'm so weak.
People are revolting. They are not giving us the...
Have you ever birthed the Kraken from your body? Oh, it's very tiring.
I could use a lozenge. But like Mads Mikkelsen, Nicholas Hoult's very small role, very early for him. He got like fourth line credit or something. So this is like, 5 years before Fury Road and a few years before anything else big he was about to do. But seeing some of these faces do these roles was kind of fun. I like Luke Evans as Apollo.
Oh,
I like, Jim and Jason Fleming's fantastic. And I just think Mads Mikkelsen is cool no matter what the hell you do with him.
Great. He was talking about I think the best casting in this whole thing. Really liked every time he was on screen.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I do remember seeing trailers for this movie back in the day and thinking that I was disappointed that there were so many. This was a time when we really first started seeing movies be nothing but attractive people. I know we've done that in the past too, but I grew up in the 80s and there were a lot of ugly people. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You put an ugly person in your lead and you'd be fine with it. But these people felt like they were just so beautiful and gorgeous. And I'm like, I guess it makes sense.
It's that kind of story.
Mythological.
You know, it's weird though. Yeah. You hire some real luminaries of like evil casting, like Danny Houston's in this as Poseidon, but you wouldn't know it because he's barely there. And he
Poseidon's
shows
not
up
here.
once, and his face is covered in hair, and you're like, I don't know if that's Danny Houston.
This-
I mean,
This
he's
whole movie was on the sea, and we couldn't have Poseidon. I was like, come on.
Right.
was really
We just
weird.
get him underwater a little bit. Yeah.
It was a little weird. Alexander Siddig is Hermes. He's there for like 3 seconds of film or something. Like Pete Postlethwaite, who's on there early. I love him, miss him.
Pete. Yes.
I always forget his kid Billy is the long-haired sheriff's deputy on Silo. He's really good, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Next time you see that and you see that guy, that's his kid.
Wow. Okay.
But anyway, he's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Watch him do anything. There's no face like his in Hollywood, man. That guy, man. What a
Liam
stud.
Cunningham, I swear. Davos from Game of Thrones. That he just eats the scene up from every time he's on screen. So I'm waiting for the sarcasm to come just like dripping out of his mouth.
He was pretty much your comic relief, right? Like that was where he really good jokes. Yeah. He was always like, I'm not getting on
He's
there.
like-
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that.
He's always bringing it back to reality. Except when Mads Mikkelsen died, I was kind of like, oh, he's smiling. Cool.
Yeah.
So-
Back.
For me, this movie desperately needs character development for Perseus. He needs to start as a young man who really doesn't know anything and very rapidly becomes the hero that everybody needs.
Mhm.
And Sam Worthington just isn't up to it. And I realized I've seen like 3 Sam Worthington movies, and he's the same exact thing in all of them.
Yep.
And so I started writing, as the movie was going along, I started writing down names, and I was like, okay, who would have been better? I need a British actor that's about the same age. So I wrote down James McAvoy, and I was like, okay, he said maybe he would have been a little too young at that time. Okay, so let's go with Michael Fassbender. He would have been really amazing.
Ooh,
in this role.
both those names so far, I'd sign off on either of those.
And then I just wrote down, give me any British actor born in the 70s, like anyone, any one of them. I am dying here. And I just can't, I don't understand. How did Sam Worthington get these movies?
I don't know. I think Sam Worthington's just he's a buff Australian who's good looking, I suppose. But you're not wrong. Like from Avatar to this, which was in rapid succession, it was just the year prior.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Terminator thing, like he's just the same character. And I don't want to throw shit at this guy because obviously he found some success in Hollywood, but
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
He's got the range
I'm sure
of
his family loves him.
He's got the range of a 2-inch worm. It's just like nothing, Same
I
guy.
think there was nothing here to really put a better actor into. I mean, it's just a weak shoe to begin with.
He is kind of along for the ride. It's one of those stories where your hero is kind of along for the ride and just being taken from boss battle to boss battle.
Yeah, stubborn. Even the training scenes are like, we need to train. Oh, cool. We're going to do some training scenes. Cool. You don't need any training. You're a god. Okay, cool. Guess we're moving on then.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
and there's some D&D aspects of this movie that I really enjoyed. Sure. I really enjoyed the whole turn where he finds the wildly overpowered weapon that is Medusa's head. And then saves it up for the final boss battle. That's so D&D. That's cool.
Yeah, that stuff's cool. The sword he finds is cool, I guess. Yeah. But I think that's maybe why I settled in so hard on this and was okay with it. This viewing was, I just let that part of it wash over me in a kind of fun, like I'm 12 kind of way.
Yeah,
and it was that stuff worked for me. It was adventurous and exciting, and one moment to the next, like obvious and also predictable, but. I've got I've got all kinds of complex shit to watch. And this was just like kind of a nice, like, all right, big scorpions, let's go. That's pretty good for 2010 graphics. How are the graphics, right? Like we were
got the brothers out there acting stupid. I mean, we got a little comedy relief, a little action, people jumping. We got Mads Mikkelsen riding it.
Oh,
I love that. He stabs it and rides it and throwing a spear.
And just like so stoic when he looks into Medusa's face and takes it like a man and then grins and grins as he turns into stone.
Suck it,
Medusa. That was freaking amazing. But I'm going to agree wholeheartedly with Randy that he's just the main character. Perseus here is just kind of vanilla. He's just kind of
but he's written like that too. So it's just like he only has one note. I'm mad at Dad. And I reject. That's pretty much the whole.
Who's
character.
the guy, the LA Law guy that played it in the 80s one? Harry Hamlin, right? Harry Hamlin. I think I don't have the perspective for this. If I was an adult back then watching that, would I have also gone, "Oh, Harry Hamlin's boring. This guy, who's this guy? He's lame." Yeah. I don't know.
I was too busy looking at that one. I was too busy looking at the amazing Harryhausen stuff, like Calibus. I mean, even like the Medusa stuff. It is so unnerving to watch the Medusa slowly creep through areas and be all stop motiony.
The original
the
one,
shadows, and all that tension built up. Here it's just like, we're gonna fight her on 6 different levels, and she's a snake slithering around, and you just never know when she'll be. Oh, there she is.
Yeah,
that was.
I still kind of liked
lame,
it though. Like I thought, I'm with you. I understand your point. When things have to be done practically, there's an artistry there that's just a different kind of artistry. But I also we have enough time between this and now that I can look back and go, kind of punching above their weight for 2010.
Yeah,
like some of this stuff, really impressive. Like look really good.
Like when Medusa, the Medusa scene when she actually does get her head cut off and her body is tossing about and you've got things going on in the foreground and then it like grabs and everything. Some really good thought went into how that
would react, like a chicken with head cut off kind of thing.
Yeah, pulling.
So I have to ask about the her powers. It's like the superpowers. All right, how does this work? How does the dumb S on Superman's chest work? So is it now with this one that you can make eye contact with her until she does her like look at you? Where
you just can't. Yeah, you just can't keep looking. Like you can like sneak a peek real quick in this one, but
it feels like such a
cheat.
Like cheat, but also or is it 2 seconds you can look at her? I feel like it was before, unless she does her little screamy face snake looking thing that she does. You could probably make eye contact with her up until that moment. I don't like that. It should be that.
Yeah, give me the rules, and the rules need to stay. And that
limited bandwidth. Right. If you're a small human, she can turn you to stone really, really fast. You're a big kraken.
Yeah.
It takes her a while to upload all of the power into you.
And also,
human with a big kraken.
Also, she's dead with a headless form, and he's holding her up, and the snakes are still active. Is it the snakes that do it then?
Like, because she doesn't make her face thing, does she? Her eyes lit up, but that's about it.
That's it.
Just the curse.
The snakes are extra antennas on her router.
Gotcha. Okay, so just like she's got a mesh router on her head.
Right. Yeah.
It's the curse that lives on, right? It's
what's the distance on that too? Like if you look in the general direction of her cave, and she happens to also be very out of her cave in your general direction.
Yeah, that's you're having like haunted house problems I usually have with this. And we need some rules, and then stick with the rules.
What is the distance?
Yeah.
The 3-dimensional x to the third is the problem. So as you get farther away from her, you turn to stone a little bit less.
I guess
I can technically make eye contact with a dude on the 24th floor of a building. If he and I, he looks down at me just as I look up, and I can see, I think that guy's looking at me. We're making eye contact, but
at a certain distance, all you do is get calluses. You're just like your skin gets a little harder.
You get stiff, a little inflammation, maybe.
You get stoned.
Yeah,
you get stoned.
You
get a little stoned. Oh, you get a little high. I like that.
Yeah,
wrong. That's the wrong curse.
I'm with it, but I will also add that the old movie did this just like you're saying. It was you look at her, you're stoned. This instantly. Thing, I just think somebody in the effects team or direction or somebody got greedy and said, what would be cool
not enough.
If she if she glowed real hard and made a big snake face. That's even cooler.
But make her use her ultimate, and then it turns into stone.
Yeah. So maybe that explains why the Kraken took so long to turn, because it didn't have that.
This is why I appreciate this movie, because it does inspire conversation, right? I like when that happens, intentionally or unintentionally. I do like when that.
Does she have a cooldown on that power, by the way?
Right. Yeah. I love it.
And how long is it? Like, now I need to understand all those things. Whereas before, I would just accept it. Like, look at him, he turns to stone. That's
this
it.
This bullshit story had them kill Io and then bring her back at the end. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's weird.
I was breathing like Hades. It's like
that was a weird move. I will say this though, I really, really like who played Andromeda.
Gemma.
I forgot her name. No, not Gemma.
Oh, Andromeda. Alexa
Davalos. We just saw her in the Mist. She was the young worker in the store that got turned by or got bit by the spider early on. She's awesome. She's in High Castle Man. What's that called?
High Castle Man in High Castle Man.
High Castle Man.
Castle Man. I love her on screen. I think she's just magnetic. I don't know why we don't see more of her, but But yeah, like there's aspects of this movie where I'm like, man, you guys are putting in a hell of a performance, and wow, that shot was pretty. And then they turn to Sam Worthington going, I don't know what's going on. Like it's just like you suck, you're bad at this.
Yeah, I like Gemma. Where is that? Gemma Arterton, whoever played Io. Yeah, I liked her role, and I like the fact that
Got a little bit of a Liv Tyler thing going.
Yeah, at first I was like, is Liv Tyler in this? And I was like, no, that's not Liv Tyler.
No, that's a good point. That's really,
but she does feel kind of like she just has this presentation of, some people play really good aliens. You're like, oh, that actor will always be an alien in every movie they play in.
Yeah.
Right? She's got kind of this I don't know, mystical
versatility. Yeah, a classic, classic actress kind of feel to her.
I like British actor Jason Fleming in the role of what do they call that creature guy? Where is it? It is
the creature guy.
Calibos. He's the guy with the
Calibos,
the hard to beat guy. His blood made scorpions and all that. That guy.
Perseus' stepdad.
Yeah. He's awesome. He's great in almost everything. I remember him from Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Fantastic in that. Just a cool actor. But I thought all that stuff was really cool. Those fights were cool.
That character was really well written. I don't remember that being the character story in the original, but I love the fact that the king, Zeus comes down and goes, "Oh, you're gonna do not defy me? I'll sleep with your wife." And make
exactly, yeah.
And then, and then he's like so pissed off. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna up it. We're gonna escalate. I'm gonna kill my wife and your baby. Suck it."
Yeah, that's family issues you don't hear a lot about. Yeah. Man, what a perv. I mean, I understand this is Zeus's whole thing. Like Hercules is the same results. Like he had sex with an Earth woman and had Hercules.
You just can't ever seen Percy Jackson? It's all about it.
Yeah, he's just an asshole. Played very weirdly by Liam Neeson.
Absent dad is what he is.
Who we love, right? We love Liam Neeson. Nobody here doesn't like Liam Neeson.
No complaints about the person Liam Neeson. This is just the worst, the bad role for him.
Exactly. It's terrible. Wait, now hold on, Randy. You don't like Liam Neeson? Not a fan?
No, I mean a movie like this.
Don't you think he's got skills?
Takes him down a notch.
Oh no, I agree. I mean that's my point. Is that this is trash. But I like him normally. Like put him.
I have to like contemplate like how does the same movie elevate someone like Mads Mikkelsen? And right. I guess it's because they're coming from a different starting point in my brain.
Yeah.
But another thing, by the way, that's a very interesting subject, I think, for moviegoers in general. Like, if you watch a lot of movies, you're going to be in a particular headspace at any given time. So, like right now, right this minute, this week, this month, I've been watching tons of the best movies of 2024.
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
and so like
then we trot this thing out like some half-eaten Pegasus.
No, this is you guys are eating a Twinkie after your really fancy meals you've been having.
I know it is. It really is. Yeah, it's. But then maybe it's a little salty amuse-bouche between.
There you go.
2 weeks ago, we watched Count of Monte Cristo, and I really enjoyed it. So, like, maybe it's just this week in particular. I just there was something about this movie that felt so undirected and like unconsidered. I don't.
It's just I'm with you. I think it's because of the nature of maybe the story. It's just like scene to scene. It's like, okay, now we got to do this. Okay, check. We got to do this. Check. We got all the things in the checklist. We got a timeline. We got 10 days.
It's also famous for having checkpoints. It's famous for having a lot of studio interference. Is another thing with this movie. A lot of like, wait, 3D is the hot thing. We should do that. Oh shit, we gotta go reshoot these things. Cool. And, like all that kind of stuff. But this is the director, longtime collaborator with Luc Besson. This is Louis Leterrier, who did The Transporter, the first one. Fast X recently, the movie The Incredible Hulk, which is technically MCU, the 2008 one. He did The Takedown, which I quite liked. The Dark Crystal series, he did 10 of those episodes. Fantastic series. So the guy's, he's got his stuff. He I think he's up to the task here.
His story's supposed to be fun. It is superheroes. It's mythos. It's superheroes in classic mythology.
Superheroes, Greek superheroes, basically. Yeah.
I mean, and that's fun. It is what it is. Or it can be fun. And I had, I guess I'm a little surprised I had so much fun. I was kind of riveted, to be honest. And sometimes I
was
drift.
worried.
Yeah. And it was short, by the way.
Watch this.
This was nice and short, the way it should be.
Yes. We're
Yes,
46.
agreed.
They kept a pace going, and I was like, and we're done? Oh, we're good. We're done. Good.
Yeah, it's the arcade experience you want, and it gets out of the way fast enough for me to not be annoyed at how long it stays.
Yes.
Plus, I was riveted. I was just riveted. I couldn't get enough of the three witches scenes with the eye and stuff. It's not supposed to.
Stygian Witches is great. That was a
so it's such a cool interpretation of it. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yes, although I could have sworn, I hope you captured audio because I could have sworn I heard one of them kept saying nipple.
Oh shit,
nipple.
I didn't, but now I wish I had.
They had a single tooth, a single eye, and a single nipple. I think that was their backstory, right? They had to share a nipple.
Yeah, two of them made a full lady.
Right. Suck my nipple.
Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to say about this is I think the interpretation, because a lot of the stuff's already part of the lore, like this is the myth, right? So we're feeding off an original myth, which the 80s movie fed off of a little bit, but this had some interpretations I thought were really inventive and fun, and those the three witches are they're not called that though. What are they called?
The
Stygian witches.
Stygian.
Thank you.
Stygian,
I thought that interpretation was really strong. Funny enough, I think the Disney one for Hercules is also an excellent representation of those ladies. But like just makeup and design and all that, I thought was neat, and it's an opportunity to go a little further than everybody else has gone. I don't know what my problem was in 2009 or 2010. I think I was just like, I was sick of the push for 3D, number one, because it didn't work for me anyway. My eyes didn't work with it. My eyes were shit. So it's a me problem. But also just like, don't force it. Just let it be. If you're going to film in 3D, great. That sounds like an event. Let's go do that. Or if the movie is a CG movie, that's easy to retrofit because of how the technology works. Don't try to cram your 3D into this the way you used to in the 70s and 80s. And I think all those things just soured me on it. And I was like, well, this was a $14 ticket I'll never get back, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But I'm mad about it. I think I got poop on my 3D glasses.
And then you make fun of the owl from the first movie. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the other thing.
That nod. I was so impressed
I liked it too,
that they had the clockwork.
Apparently, they were like real on the fence about it. It says here, the trivia says the mechanical owl Bubo from Clash of the Titans 1981 was a cameo as the toy Perseus picks up before he leaves for his quest. According to the filmmakers, the cameo was widely debated as whether to keep it in the film or not. It was eventually decided to keep it in the film to please the fans.
That was
done. Brian Dunaway
until Mickle says, "Put down that piece of shit."
Now I say that no one asked for this film, but the honest truth is the only reason why this film got made is because they were dragging their feet on it for years. They had a lot of treatments they wrote, but no one was really invested in the 80s movie. And when somebody came along and put that fire into it, it had a purpose. And then it finished getting made.
I do have a question, and that is, why weren't there Titans in the movie called Clash of the Titans?
Yes, so that's the question, right? And so they kind of confused that a little bit even more in this one, because at one point in time they talk about Medusa being a Titan. She's not a Titan. She's a cursed human.
Yeah, she's what do you call it? A Morgon? Not a Morgon. What is it?
The
Gorgon. Thank you. Yeah. That's it.
Right. And the Kraken, I think in some way they've implied that he was a wrangled element that was something like a Titan.
Yeah, that ain't
my other big complaint about the movie is the way he looks. But let's make sure we come back around.
Oh, I want to do that. Yeah, we should talk about that design, because I actually kind of liked it. But
you prefer the old?
No, I don't prefer that one either. I don't feel like either of them look like something that would come out of the sea. And the newest one does not.
It looks like a lobster.
The new one looks like an alien. It looks like
a lobster squid.
You know what, Brian? I'm going to come to Ibbott's defense on this. That thing looked like a Gears of War final boss to me.
It's a kaiju. Yeah, it's a kaiju.
And that was the era, by the way, of final bosses in Gears of War. So I'm not saying they stole it or anything, but it definitely had that look of like, oh shit, this is the final boss in Gears of War, and I couldn't get it out of my head. So I'm with you, but I normally, like, a Kraken to me is like a giant octopus out of control.
Right, exactly. It needs to look like a sea creature, something that that lives
would exist
in
the bottom of the ocean.
Wasn't just placed there.
They should come up looking like one of those things with the light bulb on his head. What is that fish? What is it with the nasty looking teeth?
An anglerfish.
Anglerfish. It should definitely it should have anglerfish heads.
It should work.
I like that.
I mean, it could just look like a deformed whale, like anything.
Yeah.
Better than
this is a cool
stone rock monster.
So
Yeah.
there's an image in there of the character design, and I do like it. I think it's very cool. It just doesn't scream sea creature. It actually screams desert creature to me.
Yeah.
I really love
Yeah.
I love the logo for the Seattle Kraken because it's the letter S, but it's the letter S is made out of ocean water like a wave, and it's got a red eye in it and a tentacle running up through the middle of the S. And it's like it just gives you the idea that the ocean itself is the monster.
It's the monster, and it's just I like that.
Oh,
yeah.
I've never looked closely at the logo before, and that is really cool. Yeah, wow.
I hadn't either.
I'll put it in our share.
Yeah,
thing
stick
here.
that in there. That's cool.
How many years was it
look at that.
before people stopped saying release the Kraken? Here it is, 2025. I still hear people say it's been 15 years. People still say release the Kraken.
Yeah, well, I mean, the original movie didn't get us all saying release the Kraken, but this one sure did.
It's the delivery, man. I captured it for later, so we'll hear it. But the delivery from Neeson is so stupid and so like over the top sincere, but so stupid that I'm not surprised it memed out like that. Like it's so bad. It's really bad.
He walks away, and it's like he's been pretty chill the whole time, and then he just walks away, turns around, and
So in this, I found something really cool. The original description or the original depictions of this supposed creature is actually from a very different place. It was from it was called the Olus Magnus. Or no, I'm sorry, that's the author. Swedish author Olus Magnus. He finds this map from Scandinavia, 1539. So we're talking 1500s. And he describes it as a horned, flashy-eyed, bearded whale and toothed swine-tailed creature. Yeah. And it's in some book of his. It is wild looking, this thing. Like, here, I'll put an image in there. So that's
bearded whale.
That's the drawing he did. So it's like nothing like you think of it.
Jeez, not especially that top right one.
Yeah,
that is not very menacing, frightening.
It does not. It doesn't work with the seaside city destruction either, because it's like I'm going to need you to come into the water for me to destroy you.
Yeah.
Top right is the top right one thing I think I've ever seen.
The top right one is say, "Hey guys, you want to come to the table? We got pizza."
Hey guys, I brought coffees. You guys, anyone want a coffee?
Who wants to come to my house for pizza?
Good,
unbelievable.
Good grab, Randy. That's funny. They think though that the lore for the Medusa stuff came from this fish. Here you go.
We used to be a lot more into fish, people. If you didn't know, we used to live. Humans lived on the sea.
Well, we were just terrified of all the shit that would come out of there. Like it was scary.
You've seen the ocean, haven't you?
So, and this entire article just goes into this idea that it was probably a whale that hit this ship that it was, everyone thought was a giant, mythical creature, but really it's just a whale. And they didn't understand whales, and I love.
Hey man, you can't see down in the water, so I mean, anything that's like, what's down there? I don't know.
Like a boar with an elephant's tusk, says Olus Magnus. It's like,
I don't know. We all sleep in a pile on the boat. What do I know?
Pirates of the Caribbean is not Greek mythology, but Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest came out like 4 years before this movie and included a kraken, and the kraken was like a cephalopod.
Yeah, it was more like tentacles, right? Yeah. A little more like
it should look like Davy Jones, kind of like the way Bill Nighy looked, except not a human.
Yeah, a lot more like the one I put in up there, but there it is again. That right there representation is the one I think of. That's the classic pirate one.
I've got your ship. I'm a kraken.
But I think so. What it sounds like, it's like, I don't know I can't think of another mythological creature, but everyone adopts a different version of it. They're kind of like vampires. They're different in different societies, or what.
Some are sparkly, some are sad. You never know.
Or depictions of demons or whatever. But this is the one I like because this just seems like it'd be a gnarly experience. Giant octopus, big old tentacles. Oh shit! I shouldn't have taken this ship anywhere. That kind of thing.
I did like the fact they put Medusa's head in such a large bag. I did remember thinking when I was like, that bag's kind of small to be carrying around a head of Medusa and a big old snake ball and everything else. This one had a huge bag.
Yeah, I remember.
Sam Worthing had a huge bag.
I just remember as a kid, the first movie really freaked me out that they had a head tied to the side of the horse, and something about beheadings when you're a kid. That's some shocking shit,
Yeah.
I love the nod also to the original Pegasus. It was like, oh, here we go. It's like, oh, he's going to get his Pegasus. It's a white one. It's going to be just like the written. Nope. We got a badass stallion Pegasus.
It was my favorite thing in the whole movie.
Was the horse? Yeah.
Perseus, and what's her name? The other one, Andromeda.
Yeah.
Wash up at the end. But by the way, this is also my favorite trope in the whole movie.
Oh, hold on. We got a clip for that when you say trope. Here you go.
When you have a battle in the ocean, you always wash up ashore asleep. You are asleep.
Non-grounded, non-grounded, just tired.
How? I always want to know what happens right before that. Like they crawl up far enough to get above the water's edge, and then just
exhaustion. I'm assuming it's exhaustion, but it is hilarious.
Why does it? So what do you? Is there any? We'd have to look around for this. Obviously, it'd probably take more time than we have on the show. But I'd love to know what is scientifically the accurate thing that would happen if
I've never washed ashore, but I'm sure I'd be exhausted. And like, okay,
yes, absolutely. I'm just like, have they been asleep? Did they get a good 8 hours right there in that wet sand? Like, and then they wake up. So the two of them wake up because there is a freaking horse stomping sand next to them.
Yeah,
and I'm just like
counting.
I'm just like that horse. That horse needs to be walked, dude.
That was great.
Walk the horse.
That was pretty good.
Bam, bam.
I also thought the CG wings on it looked good. There was a couple of practical shots where they had wings attached to a thing that looked good.
Horse is like, ain't having it. Get them off. Get them off.
The only thing that really struck me is like overtly CG. Like the flying monkeys, I thought were awesome. They looked really good for 2010. I don't know why that.
You're talking about Hades' alternate forms?
Yeah, his little minions that would come swarm everything.
People.
Yeah, those look great. I thought
they did look really cool.
The only thing where I was just like, well, here we go, was Medusa's just a little stiff. That's all.
What'd you think of Zeus's blur filter?
His what? Zeus's
Sybil Shepherd
glow filter. Yeah, I loved it. Some Vaseline on the lens.
Sybil Shepherd filter, dude. Oh shit! I didn't see that coming. You made me choke a little. Yeah, that was a little much, and also
a little homage to the original, but very unnecessary homage.
Very unnecessary, especially when all the other gods up there on their top-down Civilization 6 map that they had. They all dressed fairly normally. Little fun trivia there. The guy that played Apollo, his name is, hold on a second. His name is not coming up. Oh, there it is. His name is Luke Evans. We know Luke Evans. He did lots of stuff. Yeah. He was barely in it. He just kind of argued with him in there. But Luke Evans would eventually play Zeus in a whole other movie. But he was Giron or Gearlong in The Hobbit. That's why
he'll always be Gaston in the live action Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Oh,
never saw it.
So good in that. Yeah,
I guess I would know that.
Oh, you haven't seen it? It's good.
I've heard
good.
I've heard it's good. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find his other Zeus perform. But he was Zeus in some other thing. I don't know what it is. Something.
I like to play the gods.
Here it is. I found it. Oh no, this is for Ibid. I've got you some music trivia. You ready for this?
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Matt Bellamy, lead singer of Muse.
Oh, Muse.
Yeah. Originally hired to do the music for the film, dropped out halfway through to concentrate on touring with the band.
Wow.
Or as I call it, read the script, said no thanks.
That is what that smells like.
Good for him. Oh, I love Matt Bellamy and Muse. He's married to Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's daughter.
He's married to Kurt Russell.
Oh, Kurt Russell. Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Looking it up to make sure.
I mean, I could see it. I could picture them at a.
She left the Black Crowes dude.
Yeah.
And nope, guess they're not together anymore.
No, she doesn't
broke up in 2022, so she's available. Moody lead singers.
You know why? It's because every time one of those guys says something not nice about her, the dad gets on the phone and goes, "Tell him I'm coming and hell's coming with me.
Hell's coming with me."
I'd be afraid of that too. You know?
Yeah. It's better than her mom calling and saying, "Masak it to me."
Yeah. We got a lot of, I know we don't do James Bond connections, but I would like to mention Mads Mikkelsen 5 years previous was in Casino Royale. Yep. Gemma Arrington, however you say her name, Ralph Fiennes, and Daniel Craig. Were with Daniel Craig in successive Bond films. Obviously, Daniel Craig's not in this.
Not Christmas. Strawberry Fields.
That's right. Strawberry Fields in Quantum of Solace.
Coming to Solace. That's right.
That's right. Fiennes was the new M in Skyfall and Spectre, and then you had Mickelson in, like you said, Casino Royale.
Cypher, whatever his name was.
With his bloody eye. He was fantastic.
Schiffer.
Sure.
Le Chiffre, yeah.
Oh, he was so good in that. Hitting him in the nuts and everything.
Bloody eye, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, hitting him in the nuts. That was a big deal right there. He had that chair with no
Taking
seat.
The chair, the seat out of the chair, yeah.
Oh, that would suck. Gosh dang it. What a pain.
But while you're in that track, I just want to point out this is only our second Sam Worthington film on Film Sack. This is only our second Ralph Fiennes film on Film Sack. This is only our
Ralph Fiennes.
second Alexei Davalos movie on Film Sack. But it's our 10th Liam Neeson. Boy, have we seen Liam Neeson.
Rocking it. Yeah.
So Worthington.
Is he approaching Stallone's Schwarzenegger territory?
Oh, no. Those are up around 20.
But they're not close.
Still, it's and it's a great list. Like I was thinking, like, is this?
He needs to keep making Taken likes so that we can keep watching them on.
I was actually wrote down, is this my least favorite Liam Neeson performance? And then I was like, and then I wrote down, I need to look at his list for Film Sack because like he was in not just Taken and Krull, but like the A-Team. Was his performance in the A-Team any good?
Right. I liked it. I liked it. It was cheesy. It was cheesy and over the top. He was a good Hannibal though. I liked him.
You know, I thought he was really good in Batman Begins. I thought he was pretty good in Darkman. I think he was pretty good in Darkman.
Darkman is exactly what he needed. I think he was whatever he had to be in Darkman. Mm-hmm. Darkman's a movie that just sort of has its own spirit, and there's just you're either in it or you're not in it. You know, like I don't think there's nothing Liam Neeson could have done to make it worse or better. I don't know how to describe that movie. It's so weird.
That movie is 90% Sam Raimi and 10% Liam Neeson, and it's
there you go.
You need
you go. It's just critiquing Sam Raimi's performance, even though he directed it.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is interesting. Emma Thompson and Liam Neeson are like really close friends. I didn't know this until I read this, but she almost made an accidental uncredited cameo in the movie because she was visiting Neeson on the set. So here's what the deal was. Thompson, who would be filming Nanny McPhee Returns in an adjacent studio, just a building next door.
God, that movie's that old.
I know, right? 2010. Went to visit Neeson during a break, just as Neeson was about to shoot a scene with Ray Fiennes and Danny Houston. Unable to exit the set fast enough as the cameras began to roll. It says Thompson and her clumsy Nanny McPhee costume had to hide behind Houston's throne during the scene so she would not be picked up by the cameras. That sounds a little sus, but we'll allow it. It's fine. It's cute. You know,
it's cute. I like it. Yeah. I watched Ian White die twice this week. I watched him die as the giant and as the Djinn here in this one when he laughs it up. Yeah.
That's another really cool effect. I really like. I mean, the Djinn is not Greek mythology, but it still is a really cool addition to this deal.
It's my favorite.
I thought he was awesome. Who was the actor who played that? Ian White. Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he plays the giant in the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. He's amazing as the Mound Dweller or whatever they called him in the Northman.
Yeah.
He's in Prometheus too. Anyway, that guy's great. Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I was going to say. Go ahead.
The chick in the bucket. I mean, I guess not a super chick in the bucket. It's not a giant sized chick in the bucket.
Grab a bucket.
Cassiopeia, the queen. We see Hades like sucking her life force out, and she ages, but she's not dead. She's still got some juice left.
Yeah, maybe she's convalescing at a hospice or something. I don't know.
Old chick in a bucket.
a dried up gristly piece of chick in the bucket. How about that?
Bottom of the bucket. Yeah. Nobody wants it. It's a little
bottom
oily.
Of the bucket.
I mean, it's unfortunate to say, but yeah. Who is that? Right. Who's the actress?
Polly Walker.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's right. There was somebody with a name that sounds like they were in every old. Maybe I'm thinking of Polly Walker. Like if you're going to take all the old,
been a lot of
70s, 80s like ensemble shows. Like, hey, this lady was in 4 episodes of Love Boat. I would but wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I know who I'm thinking of. It's where is it?
She's not that old.
No, I can't find it now. Yeah, she's not that old. I can't remember who. Oh, Elizabeth McGovern. That just I know we all know who that is, but that name just screams.
She's having a baby and Downton Abbey and
Yeah, she's been around. She's done stuff.
She's been around.
Handmaid's Tale. Oh, yeah. Oh, no,
Here's
that
a
was the old
question.
movie. Yeah, go ahead.
Why does this film have so many assistant directors and executive producers? Look at the full
French.
list. It's the most I've ever seen for any movie. Like 24 assistant directors and maybe 15 producers.
Oh, yeah, look
listed.
at that. Second unit directors, tons of them.
Tons.
I wonder what that's
Like,
about. Let's see. Second
they
unit,
have-
first
they
onset.
have,
Jeez.
and they have these wild titles like second unit first assistant director and visual effects technical director. There's like that title is given to like 5 people.
This might be the reason why you got you felt like nobody was directing this, Randy. You kind of said that earlier, like there wasn't like a
directed by
overall-
committee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of the
that might be
producers,
it.
I'm not making this up. One of the executive producers is named Dale Carnegie.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does he know how to win friends and influence people?
Nice. Probably does if I had to guess.
Probably does. Yeah, actually.
But I wonder if you go to like any of these effects heavy, kind of movies. I wonder what those look like in comparison, because that seems wild that that's that many people involved. But I mean that is literally by committee. I guess you have one guy who gets to have the name, but I don't
This
know.
is our second film for the screenplay writers. Phil Hay and Matt Manfredi also wrote Eon Flux.
Oh,
Oh,
That was
somebody wrote that?
There was who's Travis Beecham? Let's see, he's also credited as screenplay. He did. He wrote Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim Uprising.
Oh, that's why. That's why. You know what we need in this movie? A kaiju.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. Anybody see the
Kraken?
the new? So there were 2 of these. There was a sequel called
Wrath of the
Titans. I never saw
Yeah.
it. Not
I think I
even the
did
same
see it.
director.
I don't remember. Yeah.
You did see it.
This one made enough money for them to do that.
Does it have Titans in it?
Let's see.
I don't remember
find
anything
out.
about it. I swear.
It's called Clash of the Titans. No, really. We got Titans.
Yeah.
I think is what it's called. Part 2.
Oops, all Titans.
Wrath of the
All
Titans.
I like
Feel
that.
the tagline was "Feel the wrath," and that makes you want to kill somebody.
Feel the wrath. That's even better.
That's such a Fast and the Furious subtitle.
Oh, that is so 2011. Is that 2011?
totally is.
2012.
2012. Oh, yeah. so
Perseus
2012.
braves the treacherous underworld to rescue his father Zeus, captured by his son Ares and brother Hades, who unleashed the ancient Titans upon the world. So I guess we do get Titans.
Oh, so they finally get. But they're not really clashing, right? They're more like.
There's a
wrathing.
lot of people in Greek mythology. There's just a lot
Right.
of people. Like you have Uranus and Gaia are the great grandparents, and then they give rise to the Titans, right? And so then all the Titans do an incest. Like Cronus and Rhea are 2 Titans that have Zeus as a child, right? And then a bunch of other children, and then Perseus and a bunch of other heroes are the great grandchildren of Uranus and Gaia. And you can't help but wonder, like, where did they write all this down? How would this, like, were there just a bunch of slash fiction writers in Greece?
Must have been,
2,000
man.
years ago.
That's all it was. Is fan fiction. They kept pounding on each other's stories until somebody got it right. Now we all think of it as ancient cool tales.
I
Really, it
can't
was just
wait for 1,000 years to pass and people to go back and look at the MCU and go, "Oh, this is great! Look at all this weird mythos."
I mean, it is modern. It's our modern mythos. It's what it
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
Iron Man's the great grandfather of our current unobtainium man.
That's right. He had sex with somebody and then ran off.
I hope they're going to have some. They're going to have some Avengers in their Avengers mythos.
You are right.
Avenging.
You are gonna have some Avengers in your
Your Avengers movie. Liam Neeson returned. So did Ray Fiennes. So did Danny Houston. They introduced Bill Nighy. Rosamund Pike shows up in the sequel. It's a pretty decent cast again.
Get it on the list.
Yeah, we should see it. I didn't see it, so I'm nervous.
Okay.
The director is not the
60 days. Nothing for 60 days, but open game after 2 months.
totally different director and writers this time. And this guy's known for Battle for Los Angeles. Battle Los Angeles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2014 one that everyone hates and is mad at because it was all Michael Bayified. And then that's it. So we're not probably in for much of a good time there, but I still think we should do it at some point. Oh, we directed a bunch of the Halo show that was on, which again,
I think it would be a good time for us doing this, I don't think it'd be a good time if we spent $14 and saw in a movie theater.
Aw,
Yeah.
spend the $14.
No, Brian's right. This is so perfect for what we do. This stuff. Like, it was a good time. It
Tell
wasn't.
me what to do, Dunaway.
Spend the $14. Do it.
Wait, didn't we just? Oh, we did. We just saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre. No, not the beginning. We didn't see the beginning, did
No,
we?
we saw Next Generation.
Okay.
Next Generation with the TNG.
Because
Yes,
this
exactly.
guy directed that, so maybe that's something. I don't know.
That tells you something. Tells you all you need to know.
It does tell you something. One final note here on the trivia: the Eternal Girl lady, the Io. She was born with an extra finger on each hand. This is a benign condition known as
so she was born to AI. Very good.
polydactyly.
Yeah.
Polydactyly, yeah.
Had the extra digits removed as an infant. The scars from the surgery are virtually unnoticeable, so you can't really see them. I don't know why they'd
I
put
learned
those.
Virtually
this
unnoticeable
that,
and virtually unverifiable.
Yeah.
Right. I learned this week that Harry Styles has 4 nipples.
Yeah, right. But they were removed as a baby, virtually unnoticeable.
Virtually unnoticeable.
Before I forget, Randy brought up Uranus earlier. Here's the problem with whoever talked about Uranus. Here's the thing. Uranus or Uranus, either way you say it, is a problem. Uranus sounds like Uranus, right?
Sure.
Right.
Uranus
Right.
sounds like something with P.
Sounds like urine.
That guy's screwed. He's just screwed as of God. Ugh.
He's like Mr. Pink in Reservoir Dogs. Why do I have to be Mr. Uranus?
Yeah, what's going on? There's always about pee or buttholes. Meh.
Exactly.
That's the worst version of his voice I've ever done. I cannot say this enough, though. I know I already mentioned it, but just go watch Billy Postlethwaite eat up the scenes. And
so good.
he's also in Chernobyl. He was the
really?
smart guy with the I'm not a smart guy. One of the guys in the control room with the mustache that was very hesitant to keep pulling switches while the other guy was being a dick.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right.
You'll know him when you see him, but he's great, dude. I hope that guy has his dad's career because he's freaking great.
Yeah. Quick grill.
He died the very next year, by the way. Pete Postlethwaite did. Thwaite, can't ever say his right name.
Wait.
Was apparently very sick making this. He made like 4 movies while sick with pancreatic cancer. He was just like pushing through.
Wow.
It's a little like Black Panther guy.
Yes. Chadwick
Boseman. Yeah, just worked through it. Didn't really tell anyone.
And didn't tell anybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd do the same thing. I think I'd be like, you know what? I don't want
What little time
to
left
be
you have
treated
to
differently. I want to just, do what I do. And then when the time comes, Pee-wee, I think, was like this too, wasn't he? The
Pee-wee Herman, yeah.
Pee-wee Herman.
Paul Rubens. Yeah, just told everybody at the very end.
Norm Macdonald, same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. For all you guys know, I have a terminal condition right this second.
All 4 of us do. And
it's called mortality.
One of the 4 of your film sack.
I'm dying right now.
Yeah, we're all dying, it turns out. I didn't want to forget this because we were talking about the witch ladies. The River Styx ferryman stuff was also really rad.
It was so cool.
Yeah. Karen.
On the screen just enough. You just had just a flash of people having to jump up and pull the ship. Wow. Oh, that was so cool.
Oh, I know. Yes, seeing those guys come out of the water. Although I did want Perseus to be a little pissed off at the djinn when the djinn grabs the coin out of his hand and puts it into the water. Like, what? I only have one of those.
Yeah.
You said you didn't even like your dad. Whatever.
Yeah. And this is, since Randy does a lot of like cultivating our list of upcomings, I just wanted to suggest the same director made a movie called Unleashed in 2005. The writer on this is Luc Besson, so this is him working, but it's Jet Li, Bob Hoskins, and Morgan Freeman. Can we get this on the damned list, whatever this is?
Wow.
Yeah, Jet Li, definitely try not to look at Medusa in this picture.
Yeah.
Eyes down. Yeah.
Trying to avoid Bob Hoskins as Medusa, and Morgan Freeman as the Gorgon.
We need more Gorgon. Yeah.
More Gorgon, please.
I just think this looks great, so we should get
I wanted more Poseidon. We got just a little bit of Danny Houston as Poseidon in this movie.
Barely any.
And he's Danny Houston, film sack favorite.
Yep.
We saw him last year in Robin Hood, and I want more.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Sure.
Do I have it right that he was in The Fugitive, or am I mixing that up with the other guy?
Yes, he was the buddy that turned out to be
I'm not your buddy, pal.
But we've had this mistake before on film sack. Danny Houston was not in The Fugitive.
I see. I
Oh,
do this.
really?
This is why I was hesitant because I think
Well, who was the one-armed man?
It looks a little
no,
bit
not
like
the one.
him.
not the
Yeah,
one arm
I thought
man.
it was his buddy that. No, okay.
Those
wow.
two actors I mix them up. I
I
can't.
do too. Apparently,
I
Yeah,
can't
for
help
sure.
it. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Okay, if you go to The Fugitive,
Yeah, you're talking about.
it's going to annoy the hell out of me. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Joanne
that guy.
Krabbe or whatever you say his name is. These
Krabby?
these two
Johann?
are they're interchangeable. Here he is. Honestly, these two actors, these are Hollywood
Oh,
doppelgangers.
totally. Yeah. Oh, Jerome
Jerome
Crab.
Crab, is that how you say it? Okay.
Yeah.
German or
Oh
something?
yeah, Living Daylights. Yeah.
Punisher. Yeah.
I swear we just discussed this like 6 episodes.
We did.
Well, we certainly did when we watched The Fugitive.
Right.
No, we do it every time either of these dudes come up. We
yeah.
talk about it.
Totally. Yep.
That's just the way of it. Let's see what else did I write before we get to any kind of clips here. I wrote I said this earlier, but the land of Olympus looks like a big Civ 6 level, and I'm not kidding how much I would love to walk around on that shit.
Oh yeah.
It was so cool. It looked like miniature mountains and clouds and fog of war and all that. I would play. That's how I want to play Civ. Like, you know what? If I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be like the dickheads we have being billionaires now. I would go build shit like this just to have. I made civilization on a giant floor. That's my billionaire move.
Right.
I wouldn't go try to run the U.S. government. I would go do this. Anyway, what else? Dr. Bashir, very briefly, is Hermes. We talked about that, I think. What else? Pervy Zeus. And
I like that name.
Oh, I said, can horses do that stomp thing? Randy, you brought up the horse.
Oh, they
but
do it all the time. They count.
Oh, there was a horse on screen doing the stomp thing.
But what? But,
Yeah,
but that's a trained thing,
count.
or is that a horse natural thing? I just didn't know what I was seeing there. I didn't know what to take.
They
as-
teach horses to count. That's how they do the counting thing.
Is that? I thought you were kidding. Is that true?
No, I was being
they
serious.
totally do.
Yeah.
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 I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
like,
you'll see him doing that at like circuses or
Or
those kinds
equestrian
of like
competitions.
carnivals.
oh,
Yeah, and equestrian things.
I've never
yeah.
seen that. I don't think. So that's like when dogs get trained to push the "feed me, bitch, feed me, bitch, feed me, bitch" the button.
Yeah. yeah,
I love those videos.
just like that. Yep.
Bitch,
exactly.
bitch. Anyway,
The only other note I had was so you know that guy who kind of is the lead wiry, skinny, freaky dude in town, the human who grabs Andromeda, tie her up to feed her the
yeah.
Kraken.
Every time I saw him, I
Like-
thought, "Who is he?" Because he's so familiar.
He is so Florida man. Like he is the Florida man of ancient Greece.
What? Who's the actor? Do you know who it is?
I
who plays
don't know. I wrote down. I said that guy should be named Crystal Methius.
him? That's really good. Hold on. I want to know. I honestly, this is the truth. While I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, I need to know more," because I've seen him, and then I would lose track
Yeah.
and forget to do it.
Same. Yeah.
But he's so familiar to me.
Me
and I don't
too.
see
Yeah,
him in the
see if I
main-
can find
The
him.
top cast he's not in, but let's see here. Do you have a name like Freakoutus?
I'm looking to
Freak
see
out
what is if they list him in the no, they don't really list him as a
Oh my gosh, they used an actual old lady to make Cassiopeia look old. That's cool.
oh, that's cool.
Practical effects. Yeah, I can't find it. Pemfredo? That's not it.
Oh, is it Luke Treadway?
Oh, let's see.
Might be Luke Treadway.
Yep, that's the guy.
Procopian.
That's the guy.
Okay.
Oh, he's the guy from. What do I know him from?
He looks like the dude from Train Spotting, but
Well, that's gonna bug the hell out of me. I know him from something. Nothing. None of. Oh, Attack the Block, maybe. That's the guy freaking out like a weirdo.
yeah.
All right. Gross. Here's what grossed me out.
Oh yeah, there was something. Okay,
And
I
you-
could not figure out anything that would have grossed you out.
This is one that will not be obvious, but I'm willing to take any guesses that you have.
I wanted to guess that you were grossed out by the whole invasion of the vein virus sequence because, like, it was unnecessarily grotesque.
Dark
When
veins, yeah.
Perseus getting all,
Yeah.
you can see his like flesh bulging, and there's like a terrible infectious toxin like coursing around his arm.
I do find that kind of gross if done well, and I think it was done well here. But I will say that this is not an effect gross. This is This is if you think about it.
Practical effects gross.
Well, it's more of if you think about it, it's gross. If that helps. If that hint helps.
All the incest, maybe?
Okay, you're close.
Gross.
Here's what gross. Here's what grossed me out.
Was it the boat nap?
It was It was Zeus.
Zeus' sloppy seconds.
Zeus sticking his dirty pee-pee in places that never asked for it all the time.
It really was. Okay.
Yeah, that's rapey as hell. He shows up looking like the husband, and then poof, he's Liam Neeson, and now I'm going to fly out of here like a bat. Like, F off.
I'm God. Suck it.
He's a prick.
Check out these skills. Yeah,
really.
Right. Check out these skills. I got a very specific set of skills. Is sleeping with your wife.
Yeah, and looking like you while I do it.
Right.
He sucks. I mean, Zeus in general sucks, but geez, this portrayal just pissed me off the whole time. Maybe that's good. Maybe I should be saying Liam Neeson was great as Zeus because he sure made us hate him.
Yeah, I hated him, so it's perfect.
Well, but also, I don't think so. I think he was poorly cast. All right. Well, anything else before we go to clips?
Release the clips.
Release the clips. Oh, shit. I forgot to move the clips over. Give me 1 second here. I thought I had already done it, and guess what? I hadn't. Okay, here we go. All right, there they are. This is not hard to do. It's just dumb to do it at this stage. Here we go. Okay, we move them up. We place them. All right, here we go. Here's number one. This is what Dunway's mom says about her sweet son Brian. Okay, this is what your mom says.
A boy who would change everything.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, Mom, I love Mom. She loves me so much.
So nice. She really does.
Yeah.
All right.
Mama's boy.
In contrast, this is me at the end of Thanksgiving when everyone gets leftovers but me.
I'm tired of being thankful for scraps.
Yeah.
I love that. He really sold it too. I really was convinced he was so tired of it.
He never goes halfway, that actor.
No, really doesn't.
Pete Postlethwaite.
Postlethwaite. Yep. And I'll say it a third time. Check out his son's work. He's really good.
Cool.
And alive still. All right. Let's do... Oh, it's time for Taken.
Do what you will.
Father, we need the mortals.
No, Apollo. Hades is right. Their insolence has a price. Like children, they need to be reminded of the order of things.
Oh, yeah. Their insolence, Mr. Take Your Wiener Out every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're the problem, you peckerwood. I have all this pent-up hatred for Zeus.
So mad. Really mad at this fictional guy.
I know. I don't know why I'm doing it. All right. My forever... What? Oh, my forever crush is Andromeda. I have a big crush on this actress. I don't watch her do anything. But anyway, here's her.
Have you seen what's happening out there? Have you even bothered to look?
No, I have not. But I shall.
What I got nothing better to do. Come on.
Here's being hit by Mads Mikkelsen. Ooh. I ask this every time I wake up in 2025.
Should we be afraid? Should we be trembling and soiling ourselves in fear?
Yeah.
Yes. Always.
Always soil yourself in fear. Sam Worthington yell.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I don't know why it's so... That's a real energetic yell. I think he was just being held back or something. I don't know what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a poop.
It's ripping through me.
I know what I was going to tell you guys back when we were talking about Rafe Fiennes, or as Brian or Andy calls him, Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
Ralph.
I was this many years old today. Well, a week ago when I found out that Joseph Fiennes and Rafe Fiennes are brothers. I had no idea.
Yeah. Makes sense.
No idea. I mean, it does make sense. They're actor brothers. They're in the business.
And why is his pronounced Joseph and not like Joof?
Yeah. Yeah. Why is it
Joof Fiennes?
Joof a perp. Yeah, I don't know why. All right. This is the way that Ralph says Kraken, and I like the way he says Kraken.
I will unleash the Kraken.
The Kraken. I'm going to get the Kraken.
So he says unleash. He doesn't even say release there.
No. He doesn't say, he's
later, right?
Yeah, it's later. We get Zeus saying it later.
Yeah.
But
Zeus is always trying to top Hades. Everybody knows that.
Kraken. It's silly.
Kraken.
Why is Mad so damn cool and everything? Well, let's hear this clip and find out.
Sire, we need to get the princess out of the city now. I'll find a place to hide her.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Damn, he's cool. All right. So says the bastard son of God.
So says the bastard son of a god.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Bastard.
Just what it says on the label.
Yep. It's your boy, the Onion Knight.
Gentlemen, may our journey be long, filled with agony and torment, and maybe you'll complain about it bitterly as old men.
There you go.
Love it.
Excellent.
Great every time.
He's good. Did you guys watch? I know Ibbot did, but did you guys, anybody else see the 3 Body Problem? He was really good in that.
It's on my list. I haven't watched it yet. It's supposed to be excellent, though, right?
Yeah, they better
watch it before it becomes a 2-body problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
And when it gets to be a 1-body problem, then it's just we all have that. That's boring.
It's too late. Yeah, exactly.
I hope season 2's coming. I haven't heard anything, but man, I love that stuff. I know it's probably a little bit of a hard sell. Just I don't know. It's hard sci-fi.
Yeah, it's very dense. Like those 3 books. There's 3 books.
Yeah,
it's
3 books. Those 3 books.
Very dense,
and they're already translated from Mandarin or something, which already makes it a complicated story to tell. I don't know. I loved it though. Man, I loved it.
I'll give anything for more Benedict Wong and
you'll give anything for some more
Wong.
Benedict Wong,
you mean Wang?
No, that's Wang.
Oh, I gotcha.
Oh, John Bradley from Game of Thrones is in 3 Body Problem.
Yeah, him and Davos, and one other guy or one other lady, maybe. Shoot. I mean, it's the guys who made Game of Thrones. It's those 2 producers, so it makes sense they drag some of them with them. But what's their names? Avian
the DBs, David Benioff and DB Weiss.
Benioff and Weiss, yeah.
I still, to this day, I think it may have been a mistake to not at least let them try. Maybe do some, diversity hires to make this happen. But their plan to do a kind of Man in the High Tower, what if the Civil War went the other way?
Oh,
that was all going to happen, and then it got canceled at HBO because of backlash. I still kind of want to know what that was going to be like because that's a fun. I like alternate history stuff. It's just a good
for sure. It's such a cool,
yeah. The problem people had is that
the For All Mankind is another great example of that.
Yeah, same, that vibe. And the problem is you got 2 white dudes running the show, and everybody was like, probably rightly concerned.
What do these guys know about?
Right. And they may even have some amazing ideas. It was just all they needed to do is pull in somebody who's got a a passion for it. I don't know. Either way, I'm sad. We'll never get to see what that was. Anyway, so now we have 3 bodies, and they're all a problem. Let's move on to this clip. This is gross.
Zeus's seed in your wife survived.
Gross.
Fun.
Zeus's seed in your wife survived. Gross.
Yeah, Zeus's seed's all swimming around inside of you right now. What you think about that?
Seed.
Yeah, you got his seed in you.
I'm starting to understand why Scott is grossed out by that. It's gross.
It is gross. Zeus you're a god. You don't need. He sucks. What an a-hole. Worst god ever.
Worst god ever. I'm starting to see why these humans don't like these gods.
I don't know. The god of Noah is pretty bad too, though. Whew. Killed a lot.
Yeah,
of people.
but at least didn't paint his feet sneakers like feet.
Oh, we forgot to say that trivia.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Worthington's shoes were Nike somethings with the feet cut off, the toes cut out.
The toes and the heels.
Painted look like feet. Right. Brilliant idea.
I only wear Nikes.
I love that.
I'm not going barefoot. Just paint feet on him.
They probably made things easier. Mads Mikkelsen's like, we don't do that in the Norwegian countries. You are pussy. Right. You're a pussy. All right. Something tried to kill us.
They just tried to kill us. I'm not getting on it.
Oh, yeah, from the intro there. That guy.
Talking about them scorpions.
Yeah.
Oh, scorpions look great.
Yeah, they look good. They looked really good. That shouldn't look that good from 2010. I'm just saying.
Pretty good.
What can you see? What can you call Zeus?
You can call me Father.
No.
Father?
No, you're a rapist. You're a rapist piece of shit. You suck.
Exactly.
All right. He says the big words.
Release the Kraken.
All right. Fine.
There's a whole history of that phrase that I found online because I was like, is this really from this movie? And it was stated differently in every previous one. Like in Pirates of the Caribbean, it wasn't release. It was something else. And in the first Clash of the Titans, it was something else. Like,
oh, really?
Let the Krakens go. Let my Krakens go.
Up the Kraken or something like that.
Let my Kraken.
Send in the Kraken.
Send in the Kraken.
Places, everyone.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Final clip. When I get a 12-inch pizza.
It feeds only me.
There you go.
That was pretty good.
Feeds
Perfect setup. Well done.
only me. All right, let's get to this this here checklist. Oh, why didn't it play? There we go. The Film Sack checklist goes like this. The gin is their personal slee stack. Check.
Yeah. Totally.
Should have brought the toy owl. Check. And finally, more like Sads Mickelson. Star Trek
Just
Connections.
smile a little bit. You're so much prettier when you smile.
That's right.
I got one Star Trek connection for you.
I know who it is.
That's it. So we got Alexander Siddig, who is, by the way, Malcolm McDowell's nephew. Did you know that?
I did know that. Yeah.
Wild.
Isn't that crazy? And another Star Trek connection, funny enough, the way that works.
He was Hermes in this movie, played Doran Martell in Game of Thrones, as you might remember. Really sad story. All the Martells are just sad to me in Game of Thrones. Anyway, he was in one episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. That was season 6, episode 16. It was called Birthright Part 1.
Yep.
And then he was in 173 episodes of Deep Space Nine.
Dr. Julian Bashir.
He went by the name Siddig El Fadil at first, and then eventually settled on the name Alexander Siddig. And he had a son with Nana Visitor.
Mm-hmm.
Nana Visitor.
And that son is now 28 years old, and his name is Django.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Django Siddig. That's great. So real quick, Dr. Bashir, one of the great characters of all time, great doctors in the history of the series, of any of the series.
Yep.
But also I would argue, outside of Patrick Stewart maybe, and maybe a couple others, he is one of the most accomplished in terms of just like breadth of career. Does a lot of really cool stuff, and we have seen him in Reign of Fire. I love him in Kingdom of Heaven, especially the director's cut. Freaking amazing in that. Vertical Limit. Did we see that? Can't remember.
We talked about it. Did we actually watch it? I don't think so.
I think I confused that with Drop Zone all the time.
I've only got one other Alexander Siddig film in Film Sack history, and that's Reign of Fire.
Reign of Fire? That's only 2 we've done.
Reign of Fire.
All right. I swear it was something else. I guess not. But anyway, he's great and awesome, and the older he gets, the cooler he gets. So there's that. Well done.
Currently was last year on a TV series called Fallen.
Oh,
and
could you get up?
I never came across it.
That was the season finale.
Yeah, that was the season finale.
Yeah, he's in Lower Decks as I think is still Bashir, but
yes,
right.
That's correct.
Here it is, Fallen. Fallen. So follows Lucy maybe with an E, a young woman who is sent to Sword of Cross, like a cult rehabilitation center, where she must serve time for a crime she doesn't even remember committing. This was an AMC.
Does that mean you're innocent?
AMC Plus, where you can get this.
Okay.
It's reviewed well. People liked it.
Yep.
All right. Excellent. A lot of British people in that one, including.
Yep. And Alexander Siddig and Liam Neeson have both played Ra's al Ghul in different things.
Wait, where was Siddig in TV or something?
The TV series Gotham.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I got to go back and finish watching that. I never did. Sad.
Yeah. His dad in Deep Space Nine was played by the guy who played the Jerry's restaurant guy that he got sent back to Pakistan.
Oh, Babu.
Where is Babu? Okay. I see no Babu. Where is Babu?
Where's this Babu you speak of?
Yeah. Jerry, very bad man, that guy.
Not to be confused with Poppy.
No. Never.
Poppy paid on the sofa.
Paid on the sofa.
Oh, the Poppy episodes are classic.
So
totally.
All right. This is now, soundtrack grade. I'd give it an ESTT for entirely suited to this. It's fine. It's good. It's loud.
I wrote down 2 notes. Dark Knight ripoff music.
A little bit.
And then I wrote later, Ramin Djawadi's really phoning it in. It just felt like not his best work. Like Ramin Djawadi has these amazing things that are mostly in Game of Thrones. and the movie we keep naming the kaiju movies, and then this is not his best work.
It's but that's I would say that's true of just about everybody in this movie, including the director. It's not their best work, but it's a good time.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Serviceable.
It's serviceable. There you go. It works.
There are so many moments in this movie where if you close your eyes, you could convince yourself you're listening to The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm. And if you close your eyes, you don't get any money back.
Did you learn that
Still,
by
it's still the
trying?
movie you're
But the
watching.
3D is a lot better.
Yeah.
Right. It's so much better.
Did you try to do that ever in your life? Did you try to get money back after you didn't open your eyes for the
No.
entire film?
Yeah. I
Okay.
go out and I'm like, hey, look, I was tired. Can I have my money back?
I did try to get my money back for Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh, good point. You left early, and they. I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if
If
you.
anything, I didn't even bother
you should
asking.
pay me.
I wonder if you left
It was-
like 10 minutes in, if that would be enough for them to say, "Yeah, here you go."
Oh, maybe. Although,
It
what would I
varies.
say? Like, yeah, this is garbage. It's like, yeah, you kind of, you pay your money to see a movie, you take your
Yeah,
chance.
you usually don't get money back for complaining about the movie
Yeah, the
itself.
quality
You usually
of the movie.
you had to come out and go, oh, your theater smells like a fart. I can't take it anymore.
Right, exactly. Right. If there's some like, oh, the film
The
broke
steep-
and it took 20
yeah.
minutes for them to fix it or whatever, then they'll do it. But yeah.
What if it's a little twerp that's like, "Oh, sorry, Mister, please don't beat me up, Mister." Or like a little weenie
That's
boy.
when they go, show me which one. Show me the one that has bothered you.
Yeah.
I want my money back. The person next to me took off their shoes and put their bare feet up on the glass.
Yeah, and it was my wife.
Yeah.
So,
My wife, right?
by the way, Ramin Djawadi also composed the music for Three Body Problem.
Oh,
And-
the crossover here.
I love
Somehow,
that.
this is only our second movie where he scored the film. A couple years ago, we watched the Uncharted movie, and that was a Ramin Djawadi score.
Oh,
But we've never seen anything else that he scored.
that was a good
including,
score.
like,
Bad movie, good score. I might
Yeah,
feel
I-
differently. It's one of those movies. You know what? I'll probably revisit one day and like it more than I did when we
I had
saw
fun.
it. Yeah.
I had fun. It
Again,
wasn't great, but,
because
you know.
it's like this. If I just need to be more, I need to get my brain out of Mr. Critical Man when it comes to stuff like this and just watch it, just have fun.
man.
Watch it for the fun of it.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's hard.
it is hard. You're right. It's hard, and I
Yeah,
feel like
especially when you're looking at Medusa.
I need to. I just don't know if I have those two people in me.
Medusa
I think I might.
I heard you. I got
That
it.
was pretty good. I like that. Hey, real quick, this movie made money. $493 million at the box office worldwide, $163 million here domestically. It cost $125 to make. So it was a profitable venture,
Yeah,
which explains the sequel.
Enough to
I guess.
make a sequel. Yeah, enough to make a.
I doubt that one did very well, though, if I had to guess.
No, I don't think that would do very well.
I'm not going to go look for it, but I'll
By the way, I ordered because I was curious. I was wanted to give the full experience and review the 3D version, which is how a lot of us probably saw it. And I ordered the Blu-ray 3D from eBay, and it was supposed to have been here like Wednesday, but instead it came an hour away from me, and then they decided that it'd be a good idea to send it all the way back.
Oh, geez,
north.
really?
Yeah, all the way back north, and then sit there for a few days, and then come all the way back down the East Coast.
I can't
Arrive
believe
today,
you
just in
almost
time.
took that bullet for us. You almost did the 3D watch so you could talk
I did
about
take
it.
the bullet. I spent the money.
I know, but I mean,
it didn't happen.
You not only spent the money, but you almost had to endure it. You know what? Hats off, dude. Big hats off.
I'll skim it. I'll skim it to see if the 3D is as bad as they say.
Oh, it's so bad. Trust me. Trust Ibit.
I believe it sometimes.
That 3D is
Sometimes you need to
so
see for
bad.
because people tell me this is a bad movie and I would not have a good time, and I had a good time. So
Well, that's true.
Fair enough.
I'll give you that. All right. It's time for the social media post. This is where we sum it up in 280 characters. That's your limit. We've standardized the limit. I know everybody's all over the place now with their limits, but because you guys haven't paid up to the pro version or the plus version, 280 is where you're stuck. And so this week, we're going to turn this whole thing on its head and start with Randy.
Clash of the Titans. There once was a man who liked Io, but she got backstabbed by Kalybos. So he walked away from where her body lay, but Zeus brought her back from the Styx, Rio.
Oh,
I'm really good at these little poems. These are fantastic.
Very good. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. We
Randy's
got this musician with us. We got this poet with us.
Poet.
What
Poet.
Dunaway and I just kind of slumming it, you know? With
That's right. That's what we do. I'm here to say stupid shit.
Your intros are legendary, Dunaway.
That's
so don't
true.
Ever, yeah.
Dairy.
That's true. The Smithsonian.
And if Scott
call.
wasn't here clipping this shit, I don't even know how he does that.
Exactly, yeah.
I tried to
let's
keep
do
up
it.
with Scott once with the clips and the animated GIFs, and he just left me in the dust until I was like, forget
Well,
it.
It's a losing game.
That's right. That's what undiagnosed ADD will do for you. It'll
Before we go on, I just have to ask, did everybody catch that at the very end Zeus brought her back from the dead?
Yeah, I did. It was a lot of cheat.
I blinked and missed it, and I had to go back. I was like, wait.
It was very ham-handed, very quick.
Very brief.
Yeah.
There was an alternate ending as well.
Was there where she didn't make it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Zeus is probably turning right around and having sex with her?
I think the alternate ending was going to be like Perseus going, I'm going to come up and live with you.
You sure it
All right,
wasn't
Pa.
Zeus didn't turn
Come
right
on, Pa.
around and say, hey, Io, you want to have sexy time with me?
Right. Hey, I've already got 800 kids. What's 801?
That's the sound of God's doing it, by the way. All right, let's get to Brian Dunaway's social media post.
Oh. Clash of the Titans. Daddy issues have never felt more stupid. Also, them one-eyed witches really hate 3D. Hashtag release my Kraken.
I don't like how that
Because, see, they've only got the
No,
one
no,
eye.
I get
and
it.
it takes stereoscopic vision.
Yeah.
to see-
Yeah. No, I get it. I like it. It was good.
they share a nipple.
Yeah, they sure do. Hey, Brian.
tongue.
Brian Ibbett, speaking of tongues and nipples, give us yours.
Sure. Clash of the Titans. The Black Pegasus has a lot more legroom, but it costs a little more and it only goes to the airport and back.
Oh.
Nice. Well said from someone who does an occasional lifting. I think it was a perfect expression.
You even
of that.
lift, bro?
I do even
He does. He does even do it. All right, nicely done. Let's get to these alternate titles. These were just handed to me just now, and I can't find that. Okay, there we go. Here it is right here. I got this card. I can prove it. This was almost called The Avatar Takes Nux, Hannibal, and the Onion Knight on a hunting trip for blood scorpions. That was too long, right? And they just were like, can't do that. So it almost became Nabisco Presents Sorry, I ruined it. Let me try it again. Nabisco presents Snackin' with the Kraken. There you go.
Snacking with the Kraken. I kept trying to think of rhymes with Kraken too, and that was about where I ended up.
Yeah.
That's as close
Release
as I
the
got.
snacking, release the something.
Flacking, cat slapping. I couldn't slapping the Kraken. I don't know if you
Dang it. Kraken Black.
Oh shit! The third one.
Man.
Dude,
This movie keeps giving.
You got a whole playlist of songs that order.
Yeah, totally. Look for bonus tracks on the 2025 Ibbett Sessions CD.
That's too good. All right. Let's get to a couple of phone calls we got from listeners. This is using our new voice line, voicecast.app/filmsack. That is voicecast.app/filmsack. That is also up at filmsack.com if you need to get it that way. Here is the first one. It's about stupid memes and bonus content.
Hi, this message is for FilmSack. I guess we don't need to do that with the new voice app, huh? That's cool. Anyway, just to follow up from the Patreon bonus episode from last week, or this week, I guess, about just stupid memes that people find funny. So I'm about 35. So in 2003, I'm 14-ish, 15-ish, and there was a website before memes existed, obviously you guys know that, you'rethemannowdog.com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And the only thing, the kind of like landing point for this website was just you click on the Sean Connery one and it would, the Finding Forrester, you're the man now, dog. But then the funniest one on that website was, it was a Star Trek one, and it would just go, Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. That's all it would do. It would, it wasn't a video. I think it was a flashing image of just Picard, just a flashing image. That was dumb. What the? That's dumb. Kids are stupid. All right. Love the show, guys. Bye.
Yeah, this is, I think we're all aware of that one.
Still exists, YTMND.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
It's still, I mean, are they actively adding things to it and stuff like that?
The place you go to now isn't, I like going to the you're the man now dog.yt because that kind of takes you back to the old stuff.
Mm. Oh, yeah, here it is. So
I just want to correct the timeline. You're the Man Now Dog started in 2001.
Okay.
Internet memes started in 1993.
No.
That was actually you can actually look up the history.
Oh, but I didn't know anything about internet. I didn't know what a meme was until later.
Yeah, I didn't know what the term meme meant, but yeah, the
because I kept calling it memes. What are memes? I don't get
That's
it.
what my mom called them, memes.
Yeah.
Memes?
What are memes?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, I've clicked the wrong link. Do not go there. All righty. Okay, so I'm trying to find that one so I can play it, but I can't find it.
You looking for specifically one he?
The Picard one.
It's a dance mix of a bunch of Picard quotes.
Yeah, but the one they looped that part, right? Like, let's see.
I have it in my personal archive somewhere.
Picard
dance.
Personal archive. Let's see.
We used to use that as our.
It's trypicard.ytm.
Well, let's try this.
Set course
really?
for
Okay.
Starbase A. Gene,
What?
you're adorable.
Okay.
There you go. So I just linked it in Discord. Is that the one you're talking about?
Good,
Or
because
is
this
the
ain't
dance
it.
you're talking about?
No, this isn't it. This is where he puts the hat on, and yeah, this is the one. Okay, so Dunaway's got it here. You're the man now, Doc. Hit and play.
Captain Jean Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean Picard of the USS Enterprise. Captain Jean.
It just goes like that forever. Yeah.
Ever. Ad nauseum.
That is a weird bit of internet history, though. That site.
One step up from making stories from the stars.
Yep.
Connecting with Yep.
This is our new mythology.
Yep.
It's Captain Jean-Luc
Picard of the USS
Enterprise.
If the only imagine all of humanity gets a big EMP shockwave, we destroy everything, but the only thing that remains is one video, and it's that one. What does 1,000 years from now the survivors and or the whatever that discover that archaeology
They will think that we were the stupidest race ever, but for the wrong reasons than the reasons they should think that we were the stupidest race ever.
I just hope that they first discover the song Star Trekkin' by The Firm from 1987.
I love that song, dude.
Because then they'll understand a little bit better where this was all coming from.
Star Trekkin' across the universe. They played it on Dr. Demento every weekend. Loved it.
Yeah.
Well, those
I hope they find Weird Al Yankovic first, and so they get really adjusted to all of that, and then they find all the source material.
Hear all
and
the
think that
original songs.
Yeah, they think that the original songs are actually the spoofs. Why would they dare spoof the great Weird Al?
Colin Jost on Pop Culture Jeopardy, which is a great watch, by the way. The stuff he's doing on Pop Culture Jeopardy on Amazon Prime, fantastic. He talked about how he as a kid saw Spaceballs first.
Nice.
And then he said, "Oh, well, Star Wars. It's like Spaceballs without all the jokes."
Got all the fun. Lame.
I think there's a lot of that. Like Gene Hackman's death this week, which we haven't talked about. When he died, everybody who I talked to said, "Wait, who's that?" I said, Gene Hackman. Oh, wait, is he Lex Luthor? I'm like, please tell me that's not the only thing you think of.
Yeah,
that's
so much more than that. Like, that guy was a genius actor.
By the way, prepare all of your talk. We have a Gene Hackman film in 2 weeks.
Oh, do we now?
Oh, good.
Okay.
No.
I'd love
David
that.
Johansen just passed away too. What?
David who?
Didn't see that.
Who's that?
Johansen, the New York Dolls. Yeah, the front man. Everybody knows him.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about it. I heard he was not doing well or something.
I heard that too. There was a whole.
He's never looked healthy though.
There really hasn't. So we're gonna watch Scrooged, right? Is that the plan?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's in Scrooged.
I hate Scrooged. So much.
No, they did a whole those charity albums, Sweet Relief, like they did for a couple artists in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah.
They just came out with one for him too. So I knew that he wasn't doing well health wise, but I didn't know it was going to be that quick.
The story was he's been kind of destitute for a while.
Really?
Doesn't have a lot of money or something. I don't know what happened to that band, but a lot of sad stories around it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nice way to bum the show out. You're welcome.
Yeah, well done. Hey, we got one more call. This is a follow up on the Knight Riders business, so let's play that.
Is this the 10 Hams line? This is Jeremy in Phoenix. I was watching Knight Riders and I fell asleep through part of it. And when I woke up, I didn't understand what was happening. So I went back and watched part of what I missed. And I still don't understand why he dumped the Bakersfield girl, why he ended up with Ed Harris's girlfriend, and why I watched this movie. Anyway, love the show though.
I like how he thought. I like how he thought it was their fault that they didn't understand because the nap was the problem.
Yeah,
no, the nap was not.
No, the movie's the problem, man. That movie is weird. You're fine. Everybody who saw that has a different interpretation. We all missed things. That movie's effed. That movie's effed.
We don't often have a movie where no one shows up on the Discord and says, "Oh, that's one of my favorite films."
Yeah.
Like no one.
Oh, we had Kevin was the one that really liked it. Right?
Icor.
Yeah.
suggested it, but never said this is one of my favorite films.
Right.
I think it was. I think it was worth watching because of some of the things it presented.
Well, Icor's
voicemail
last week was pretty enthusiastic about it. I wouldn't say it's his favorite.
It's like it's anytime you're like it's the same enthusiasm you show whenever it's like something stinks really bad and you want your friend to smell it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Buttercup.
Does this smell like it's gone bad?
Did you guys call it that when you were kids and you chase your brother around with a handful of fart? You call that buttercup?
Right.
We called it
Buttercup.
No, we called it that. You weirdo.
Yeah,
I love it.
that was the thing we did. I don't know where I got it, but we just buttercup and you'd yell it as you chase him with your hand.
I know where.
Is it because it has butt in it? Is that
it has to be? Yeah.
Is that the joke?
I don't know.
So you
That's a good,
and you cupped it in your hand.
good question. I think it's good. Wasn't there there's a flower that's what's that?
There is a flower called a buttercup.
I think that was based on that because the buttercup flower was kind of a stinky farty smell. It didn't smell like a good flower.
Oh.
It was a little bit, I don't know, not sour. I don't know how to describe it. So I think that's where we got it. And you just hold your hands like a flower and go, buttercup, buttercup, and chase them and go, blah, and throw it in their face.
Does that work? Can a fart be contained within a palm of a hand?
No, it didn't really work very well. No.
All right.
Although my brother, his way of doing it, because he was from Korea, adopted at 10, still very Korean in culture and language and stuff. And he would go, this is when you were in trouble. You'd hear him go, bongu, 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 bongu. And what that meant was, bongu is slang for fart in Korean. And that meant he was about to run at you and fart on you. So you had to get the F out of there. That was a warning.
You realized that the first time.
It was like a flare. Oh yeah, the first time you were screwed. But it was like a flare in the night, like off a ship. You would hear it'd be
nice.
I don't know, 12 doors away from you, and you just hear and you go, shit, you guys, we have like 5 seconds to get the F out of here.
Right, exactly. It's
This is not a drill.
Yep. He would do the same thing. He'd reach down with his hand and act like he was throwing it from his butt.
Why do you guys think you can capture vapors in your hands?
I don't know. 80s. Blame it on the 80s. I have no idea.
At some point around age 12, my kid thought he invented jump farting, and we had to outlaw jump farting inside.
What is that?
I need to know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm new to jump farting.
This is when I'm like sitting on the couch, and he comes up from behind the couch and jumps completely over with his hands down and farts as he goes past you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Like a drive-by farting.
Wow. I think
y'all
wrong.
are in no danger of me ever doing that.
I want to see Emmett jump fart now.
Not gonna happen. Not without a step ladder and a zip line.
Oh, another 6 months in Orange Theory, and you're going to be jump farting.
Yeah, right.
Every jumping jack ends with a fart. So I mean, that makes sense.
That's just science. That's a good point.
Yeah, science. Everybody knows that.
All right. Well, those are your calls. Again, voicecast.app/filmsack. We really like the service. Please keep using it. And you can use any phone, anything, anywhere. Desktop, doesn't matter. It just
use your fax machine.
You don't have to log in is the point. You don't have to hardly do anything. It's super easy. So go check it out. That's voicecast.app/filmsack. Patreon, by the way, has this thing on it called patreon.com/filmsack. And guess who supported us this week? Ben White and Barcelona Jack.
Ooh, Barcelona Jack.
That name is great. I don't know if he's from Barcelona or if it's like, some guy from Texas who traveled there and got a new nickname. I don't know.
You don't know?
Barcelona Jack has never been to Spain.
Yeah. Probably not. But I love the name.
Never been to Spain.
And there's nothing wrong with Ben White's name either. You guys are both awesome. You're both now going to get no commercials or ads ever. No, you're going to get pre-show content every week. You're going to get monthly special host episodes, which, by the way, banger time to be getting those. We got like 2 in rapid succession have already happened. 1 just went up with Brian Ibbett and Randy Jordan with the kind of final prelude before we get the Oscars hitting this weekend, and then expect to follow up from that. All right.
If you're listening to this on Saturday, March the 1st, 2025, you still have time to get into our Oscar Pick'em game.
Yep.
And you're going to want to go to, I can't remember.
It's tiny.cc/filmsackoscars.
Oh, it's easy to remember. That's good.
Tiny.cc/filmsackoscars.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I don't think we've mentioned it here except for the bonus thing.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. We haven't because it was we created it after the last episode. So
yeah, we'll flood I think we may have put it in the Discord, but we'll put it everywhere again.
We've got everybody picking all of their Oscar wins and potentially 2 wins, I guess, where it's a fun game where you're stack ranking.
I noticed.
And we'll announce the winner 1 week from today.
I noticed Flo showed up on Max.
1 week.
I think Max got it. So I'm excited to see Flo finally.
Oh God, Flo's so good. Yeah, watch that before, because then you'll have as hard a time as I did deciding which one should get the animation.
Between that and the Wild Robot, I'm kind of curious about how that's all going to play out.
In this most recent host bonus episode, Brian and I run down where you can watch all these things right now. It's very complicated, man. They're all over the place. Like 7 different streaming services have the Oscar movies.
Well, that sounds like great motivation to sign up for our Patreon to me. So I would do that if I were people. Patreon.com/filmsack. You'll get other cool stuff like art in the mail from me, other monthly benefits. Sign up today and let us know how you're doing. Patreon.com/filmsack. Our next movie will be the 1999 Inspector Gadget, and I'm nervous. And the reason I'm nervous is I never saw it in theaters because it made me nervous then. I thought, there's no way this is good, so I can't go see this. But now my body is ready.
I saw it at the drive-in.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah. Brian Dunaway at the drive-in. See, it even works.
Already got a built-in song.
Yeah. I'm super curious. So this is one of those where I see the name, Inspector Gadget.
Go, Matthew Broderick.
And I can't think of what Ibbott's going to do for a song. I cannot think of what you'll do.
Yeah. Don't think that I'm going to do the easy route and just do something that's based on the theme, the Inspector Gadget theme.
No, it'll be something like, oh, hey, Shirley Bassey did this thing once. And
I'll come up with something that I like even more during the episode when we talk about Inspector Gadget.
I'm assuming that we're doing this for Michelle Trachtenberg.
Oh, is she in that?
Was she in this?
Yeah, she's Penny.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, she passed away unexpectedly.
Another really sad loss.
We got Michelle Trachtenberg next week, and we got Gene Hackman the following week. Scott, I want to lower your expectations. This this Inspector Gadget was directed by a director who was never allowed to make another feature film.
Whoa,
that's not even really? 2, which was
not
way
even
better.
Inspector Gadget 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
What happened there? Is it something we should probably
featured
save it?
French Stewart?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Inspector Gadget.
By French Stewart from Third Rock from the Sun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Open your eyes, French Schneider, French Stewart.
So
maybe you need to watch 2 first so you can appreciate just how phenomenal 1 is.
I don't know what happened to this guy.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
So he's David Kellogg, and that's all I'll say. I don't know anything else about him, but I guess we'll find out why he was not allowed to direct anymore after that.
Yep.
All right, well, it's next week. Watch it. It's available currently on, or is it? I don't see where it is.
On Disney.
Plus.
Get your Disney on.
Yeah. Disney Plus, everybody.
Which is also Hulu, and some people also have that via Max. It's
all over the place now.
I wish straighten it out, people.
I don't know.
Or you can just come to my house and watch it on VHS, which is how I'm going to watch it.
It's going to get more complicated. Even these sites like Real Good and Just Watching stuff are starting to have split links where it's like, okay, it's Max, but where are you getting Max? Click this link if you're getting it through Prime. Click this link if it's just straight Max. Click this one if it's Disney Plus adding Max. Like Apple, everybody's doing this weird bundling now, and it's really making it complicated. But whatever.
It's almost like they're trying to reinvent cable.
Oh, shit! That's controversial, but not. I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're consolidating. Anyway, we'll see what happens, jerks. But in the meantime, filmsack.com is our website. Again, patreon.com/filmsack. And while you're at it out there, leave us reviews wherever you get your podcasts. That's going to do it for us, for me, for Brian, and for Randy.
Don't look this bitch in the eye.
See you next time.
Frog in pants. How's that for a visual? Find more amazing at frogpants.com.